Good evening, everybody. Welcome back. Oh, it's a beautiful night out. I've just been so lucky. The weather has been super profound. I mean, I did get insanely burned this afternoon, but as far as, this evening goes, oh my God, it is super beautiful out. I'd say it's around 69 degrees, nice little breeze blowing in off the Atlantic. Zero humidity. It is just a stellar night. It's Saturday night. There is a bunch of people out. We're a little bit out, about a weekend out from the 4th of July. Unfortunately, they're saying they're going to shut everything down for that particular holiday again, but gotta live with what they do, gotta follow the rules. I mean, you gotta be happy. Anyway, I am extremely happy that we have the opportunity to be outside tonight. Is, like I said, beautiful, 69 degrees, little southerly, easterly wind blowing in, making it absolutely comfortable as can be. I am at the Port of Miami. There's a little mall here, got a bunch of shops, I think a few restaurants. Bubba gum? Anybody for a bubba gum? I need to find something to eat, maybe a Sylvania Farini if I'm lucky. But it's just so beautiful, and it's all lit up. This is where we saw that giant Ferris wheel from my room. So we'll investigate. If they serve alcohol and it's open, well then, I see us going for a ride. But if there is no alcohol, it would have to be quite the reasonable ride to get me on. Plus, they are pushing the whole mask issue here, and we all know I am no friend of the mask, but also, this is the flight path for Miami Airport, so gotta take the good with the bad. But I've actually never been to this mall before. Let's walk around, let's investigate, let's see what's going on. I'm not quite sure if they have a curfew or if they close early. I know a lot of the restaurants across the street just opened at 5, so if this place closes early, we're gonna wander around, do some downtown investigating as well, but let's see what they have to find here and we'll move on from there. Bubba gump is nice, tell you what, but looks like everybody in there is wearing a mask. We all know. Not a big friend or a big fan of the mask, but we'll see. We'll see. Finding a place where there is no music playing is very difficult in a mall like this. But as you can see, it has quite a lot of stores. Looks like it must be open all the time when the shipping industry, aka cruising, is back in business. But tonight, I mean, Los Rancheros, Chili's, Five Guys. I found everything but pizza, right? Everything but Italian. Every kind of chain restaurant food you could possibly imagine, but no pizza and no Italian. So we may have to save that adventure for another day. I may just break down and was thinking of possibly chili, some wings, some fries. I like to keep it simple when I travel. Good, delicious, simple, quick, here. Won't waste a lot of our time. Time is precious always. But as you can see, it is quite the luxury mall. Check out these stores. Yep, is not lacking anything in a major store brand. Anything expensive, anything designer. I didn't bother to go in and check the prices because this is Miami, baby, and the prices are going to be exactly what you think they're going to be. If you have to ask, then you probably can't afford it. But let's take a look around the waterfront real quick. I'm down here where I'm not supposed to be again, in the non-access area. But it said if you have authority, I believe our authority of curiosity is more than enough. So wander around the dock, see if we don't get thrown off, and then maybe head up to Chili's, grab something quick to eat. I want to get back over to South Beach if it's possible. Like, there's a bridge and a ramp right here, but it's closed. The police are sitting there and it's locked up and barricades, but this is not the way I came back. The way I came back is like 10 minutes down the road in the other direction, and there's a bridge there. So I'm thinking maybe that is the only access in the evening, one way in, one way out. Much easier to control the crowd, but we ain't giving up that easy. But let's take a little sunset stroll on the pier and then grab something to eat. I just finished the most difficult thing in the world for me. I actually had dinner at a restaurant by myself. Oh, you guys have no idea. That is the most anxiety I could ever have when I'm out. You know, for me, the hardest thing about being a solo traveler would be actually eating. I don't know. It just makes me super uncomfortable to sit in a restaurant alone and then order a meal and eat it. Don't know why. Rini will tell you, it's just a weird ass quirk that I have, right? I sit in front of this camera, I'll walk into any store, museum, restaurant, crowded room, Walmart, no problems. But going to sit at a restaurant by myself and eat a meal, oh man, I just came from massive anxiety. But I did it. I accomplished my goal. I sat in Chili's. I had my wings and fries, a little Sprite. Was a good meal. Price point a little hefty, but I mean, when you're in a tourist town, you don't have much choice, right? Beautiful night out. Thought it would be a good time to take a little walk around the pier here. It must be absolutely jumping when the cruise ships are in. I mean, they're in, but you can't see them behind me, right? Because they're all shut down. Told you, it's a cruise ship graveyard. I'm actually sitting outside the Hard Rock. I have a table right on the water, but again, the cruise ships aren't in, so otherwise, I'm looking at a bunch of private cabanas in front of me, probably rent out for over $100 an hour. This table, you probably need a reservation days in advance. I'm sitting in the shadow of the beautiful Ferris wheel. It's called the Miami Wheel, as you can see here. I bet it's a pretty spectacular sight when it's lit up. Definitely they must sell alcohol. It looks like it's attached to a bar where you buy your tickets. And next time we come back, hopefully everything's back to normal and open. We're going on that thing. I want to come back with Rini, but there's no way in the world that we'll get Rini up there. Certain things that you should know. She don't like cruise ships and water. She don't go on boats, even though we used to own one. She don't like heights, and she don't like small places. So claustrophobia, hydrophobia, anything to do with water phobia. She's got a lot of phobias, man. It's my love of my life, like I tell you. But I think since we've already done such a phenomenal job of accomplishing our meal, it's time to go find a late night snack. And there is one place in South Beach that I have been, well, dying to try. Now, it's not necessarily the place in South Beach I've been dying to try, but it's this particular, well, let's see if we can get over there, and if we can't, well then, I don't want to get your hopes up, but if we can, ooh, some of you may have heard of this, and those of you that haven't, you're in for a treat. This place is supposed to be delicious, according to my kids, and my kids got good taste. Well, they used to when they lived with us. So let's find out. So I guess this means the port is officially closed for the night. Hey, they ain't messing around down here, huh? When they want you off the street, they want you off the street. You saw that little parade of bicycles? Those were all police officers. There had to be at least 50 of them, minimum. Just like you see this wonderful crowd of cars behind me, there's got to be 50 or 60 cars out there, and there are 2 officers for every car. So there'll be no rioting, there'll be no arguing, there'll be no shenanigans. The port is closed. Good thing I want to go get those cookies. Let's head on over there before, well, you know my record with these guys. It's not very good, so I'm not going to take any chances. Off to Cookie Land. Off we go. Cookies it must be. It never ends, man. Look at this thing. Are you kidding me? That's one badass Mercedes, huh? How often do you see one of these bad boys? Ah, dude. I am loving this town, I am telling you. Everywhere you go, it's something like this. It's like, I was like, no, I can't be. It is a 2021 Mercedes-Benz, I don't know what class. The most expensive class. But like I said, man, coming down here, if you're a car guy or a car gal, this is the place to come. You're gonna see the most incredible vehicles in South Beach. I mean, shit, brand new 2021. You know we're still in 2020, right, folks? Damn, I love coming here. All right, cookie time. I keep saying it, but we just never seem to get there. I keep drifting away. I gotta stay focused. I'm having a hard time staying centered and focused on this one, if you don't notice. New equipment, all right? I have to be honest with you. Half the problems you're seeing in this video that you hardly never see, new equipment, working out the kinks on the new equipment. It's way different than my old stuff, so forgive me. See that? I need to get my hand in there like I usually do. Forgive me. Oh my goodness, finally.